covers up and everything, and I'm just like, this is nice.
I miss the I haven't really been able to do this since I was like a teenager, but I miss the whole like there used to be like a meme about it. It's like when you smoke a blunt and then you just like lay under like a thick blanket with a heavy fan. There is
Bro,
close to no better feeling.
I remember finally one day that I had the weighted blanket, and I was like, oh yeah, and I struggled so hard to get it because like
Yeah.
my fingers were not working, and I'm like, fuck. And I'm like not actually pulling up. I'm just leaning back like an idiot. Like Jesus Christ.
Imagine like I bet shredded guys have like no issues with weighted blankets. They, I bet every shredded dude ever is like, I only have weighted blankets. Well, what's the weight of your weighted blanket? What do you weigh? What are you working with?
When I knock people out, they don't fucking move. Who the fuck is that guy? Oh, don't be scared, homie.
Oh, sacrifice.
Welcome to Throwing Hands.
Suga, you're playing touch butt with that dork in the park, the ponytail.
My balls are hot.
Let me ask you guys something. Are you more of like you think you're more of a sock'em boppers or a rock'em sock'em robot kind of person?
Sock'em boppers.
Really? I'm more of a rock'em sock'em robot. Sock'em boppers always got too serious.
That's why they're fun.
that's Ian's motto. It's like yeah, no, I don't like Valorant because it gets too serious. He's like, that's why it's fun. I don't like this game because
Is it maximum violence? I want it.
Exactly.
That's Ian.
It's like I don't like Call of Duty, but you play it every single day. I said what I said.
I see. Yeah. I was I don't know if you guys you remember that movie. It's a Nickelodeon movie, Harriet Spy, and she's playing Rock'em Sock'em Robots with her therapist all the time. And I was a kid, and I was like, that game looks like the tits. And then I got one, and I mean, it's addictive.
It wasn't so great.
Yeah, it's, you know what though, it's the same thing as, but less violent as Sock'em Bop'em in the sense that like you either were destroying somebody or getting destroyed.
No.
You were either asking somebody to stop or laughing.
See, what I want is like the adult version of Rock'em Sock'em Robots, where it's their head is the beer can, you have a sword and like the shield with the spike on it.
Yeah.
Whoever stabs the beer, you get a shotgun it.
There's I know they're trying to. I know that I've seen that video that you're talking about. They're trying to make that fucking game. I hope they do, but it's gonna be one of those niche games you have to buy online.
Yeah, well, it's a bunch of like homemade stuff, and then some people are selling them on like Etsy and shit.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna say you wanted like an adult version of Sock'em Boppers, and I was gonna be like,
It's
okay,
called boxing.
yeah, I was just about to say that. I was like, it's called boxing, but now imagine this: a boxing match with Sock'em Boppers on what were those moon shoes? Remember that?
Oh, on moon boots.
Moon boots.
Jesus.
They got a box on moon
Oof.
boots.
I'd
That'd be
pay to
crazy.
watch that.
You'd get a whole generation to pay to watch that. Hell yeah, so much fun. What a fun beginning to this episode. Welcome to another episode of Throwing Hands Podcast, everybody. Your favorite casual and hardcore MMA podcast where we judge the craziness, the bullshit, and the Octagon control. I'm your host, Joe, and these are my favorite co-hosts in the world, Ian and Darnell. How the fuck are you guys doing today?
I'm chilling.
Yeet!
Yeah, that's how I feel. That's not how I feel.
Well, I'm ready for this. Is gonna be a fun episode. There's a ton to talk about, and I don't want it to drag on too long. Hopefully, let's see what we can do, boys. You know us, rabble, rabble, rada.
Shout out to Chowder.
Shout out, big shouts out.
Rada.
Oh, Ian, that vape did not do your camera any favor.
Oh no!
Fucked it.
I watched the smoke go sha.
Oh yeah, you're done.
It's over. KO there. Ian.
I can see clearly now.
You got through the mist.
Is gone.
You didn't know that's how you fix it, Darnell? You just gotta focus it up.
Nah.
I'm the guy who survived at the end of Fog or The Mist.
Yeah.
No, bro. I just lose train of thought like I just did now. So fuck it.
Fuck it. Hell yeah. Boys, UFC 292 just passed. And what a interesting card. What an interesting card, because I was looking at it yesterday and I was like, man, that's right. A ton of decisions on that card, but they were really good fights. Like, not every single one, but there were some really good ones. And starting off with calling out some of the fights. Whoops, I'm bringing up my screen on the wrong screen. That's my fault. And I also do not have UFC up. Just diving right into this. I like that. Hell yeah. That's what they're there for. Hell yeah. Okay, so diving right into the card. Andre Petrosky, and then so they, was it Mirsharat?
Oh, fucking Gerald, bro.
Fair enough.
His name is Gerald.
We were calling him Meerkat because he just looks like a. So what a good fight. What I liked about this fight was that it went to decision. It was, in fact, a banger. They did not get any bonus, which I thought they deserved it. But at the end of it, it was such an interesting fight. They were, I don't know if you noticed this, they were slowly, like, they would go to throw a strike and then stop, in the sense that they both saw that they were like, we're about to double connect. Like, they were constantly throwing almost the same thing all night and having to, like, feint and do the same feint and then pull back. They were clipping each other with the same shit. One of the weirdest fights I'd ever seen.
The nut kicking fight. That's right.
There was a lot of nut kicks. Yeah,
hella nut kicking. All because they're fucking throwing kicks at the same time, like you said. At least two of them. I
like them being like, "Oh, you're gonna kick me in the nuts. Well, I'm gonna kick you in the nuts.
Kick you in the nuts. You're gonna left hook me. I'm gonna left hook you."
Yeah, there's this one. I'm thinking of the Brad Tavares fight.
Oh boy, yeah, we'll get there.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Yeah, I just thought that was a great fight to call out. If that's a very interesting strike, like MMA striking at a very, like, I wouldn't say peak, but at a very technical level, like a very high technical level. If you want to see what it's like to see two guys matched evenly at a very mid level of MMA, that's a fight to watch.
And bro was out here trying to call out fucking Bo Nickel.
That was like, crazy, right?
I'm calling out Bo Nickel does this for 3 rounds. It's like, nah, bro, your cardio is terrible. Bo would fucking just wrestle fuck you.
Yeah.
Like not even like really wrestle. He's like hate fucking wrestling. Like that's what that would be. It would be bad.
Yeah, hate fucking is a good way to say it.
Well, it's like if you do get the fight, you better train up.
For real, bro. My man's was gassed in the second.
Bro. Don't let Ian be your dad if you're an MMA fighter. he said it's like if you're at the dinner table with like, so I got a fight with Bo Nickel coming up, and he's like, you better train up. That's actually good dad shit. Actually, it's pretty good.
And he'd be sitting just like that.
Father.
Just like that, yeah.
Hold on, wait.
There you go.
Better train up.
You better train up. Hell yeah. Brad Katona, Cody Gibson. The tough fight that essentially for the season that still doesn't matter right now. But shouts out to Brad Katona and Cody Gibson, because what a fucking bantamweight fight, dude. What a fucking it's giving it too much credit to say it's very a la Forrest Griffin, Stephen Bonner, but those guys were swinging. Them tiny dudes were swinging. I'll tell you that much.
I think my favorite thing throughout the entire fight was finding out that Brad wasn't even on Connor's team for Tough. That he's a loan over from fucking Chandler's team.
I didn't know that.
Then they Connor's fighter won. It's like Michael Chandler's fighters won. And then to find out this motherfucker won the goddamn Tough. I think it was Tough 28 or some shit, or Tough 27. So it was like, how you win, get kicked out, and now you're back in? Like, obviously you got better.
Yeah,
obviously.
Yeah, for sure.
And then
wasn't that the whole point of that season? It was like they were giving like a whole bunch of older fighters a chance,
right?
Yeah,
or like seasoned fighters.
Yeah, the vets who already were. Everybody wasn't it vets versus rookies, right? Like, or
that's what it ended up being,
right?
Everyone who was on Chandler's team were
Was a
people that
vet.
were in the UFC at some point
Mm.
and got put out. That's why
Yeah.
we seen Jason Knight's old ass.
Yeah,
I don't
that
know
was
how old he is. He
wild.
just looks old.
Which I'm pretty sure they planned that. Like Connor's, like they're both just gonna pick only strictly the newer MMA guys. It had to have been planned.
Yeah, that's why it was weird that they did that. It was just like that's why it was such a steamroll for Chandler's side because it's like these motherfuckers been fighting for
They have
way
experience.
longer than This is like this is a dumb season.
Yeah, I think they probably had to realize that a couple shoots in, but they had already spent the money. They had already got the guys. They'd already paid for the house. It's already over. But yeah, it's great that that fight is going to end in a way that, again, a la Stephen Bonner, Forrest Griffin, Cody Gibson, Dana said he definitely has a future in the UFC. He's most likely going to get a contract. Probably already has one right now, if I had to guess. But Dana said he for sure is going to. You got to let that guy in. Your boy RoboCop. Now, I want to. Do you remember there was some controversy surrounding this, or something went on to this fight? I don't remember.
Bro, after the takedown and dude was like on his stomach,
Oh,
the first
yeah,
elbow he
that's
threw
right.
was the whole soft spot of the back of his
Directly.
head.
Yep.
And you even see like the dude like get up a little, like he kind of lifts his head and looks up at the ref a little bit, and him doing that got him another elbow, a legal one.
It was sad, honestly. It was sad to see that. It was.
That shit was fucking.
Yeah,
terrible.
it's a question. Let's talk about it. I mean, like that's a questionable thing because it's like he gets away with the first one, then he gets a legit elbow, which is, I mean, indefinitely the one that knocks out Dennis. But at the end of the day, the elbow to the back of the head definitely put him on Queer Street. I mean, let's be real. So, is that a foul? Does that cause for a turnover?
I say it's a no contest because what's his name? Fuck. The loudmouth ass nigga at 155.
Connor?
New,
I was gonna say that
his,
doesn't quite narrow it down.
Unfortunately.
Bobby Green.
Oh.
Green. 2 fights ago when he got that accidental headbutt into beating the shit out of this dude and getting a TKO, and then like almost immediately they were like, nah, this is no contest. This is the same shit basically.
You're right.
Except honestly, in my opinion, a little bit worse because that's an elbow to the back of the head versus just.
I agree. Yeah, I do think that there has to be something done about that fight. It's a shame because what a beautiful fight it was and knockout it was, but it's unfortunately illegal. Right. I shouldn't say unfortunately. It's rightfully so illegal, but it's unfortunate that it happened.
Yeah.
Okay. Chris Weidman, Brad Tavares. So now let's talk about the nut kicks.
I just want to talk about Brad's no fucking technique on his kicks to the body. Them shits were going.
Listen,
just right into the dick.
Last week when I talked about
the second one was to the taint. He got all of it. He scooped his shit.
Yeah, he did.
What he was training for.
Yeah, he kept his foot straight and just went right, just made that L shape right into it. Yeah, last week when I was talking about how much I love Brad Tavares, I mean, I wasn't saying I like him for his technique at all. I just like him because he's a damn good fighter. But yeah, I mean, honestly, in my opinion, what an ugly fight. It's why Chris Weidman shouldn't be coming back. He shouldn't be trying. And I mean, didn't his leg get a little hurt in the fight too? His leg was kind of.
His leg got fucked up.
Chris
Weidman.
No, because you might be.
My boy, he was walking out of there like fucking Bambi.
Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say I didn't know if I was mistaken or not because I know about the fight we're gonna talk about with the leg kicks, but Chris Weidman got real fucked up with his leg again, and it just goes to show he can't make it back.
Well, yeah, and it was also the leg that he'd previously broke.
Mm-hmm.
Which
No. Nah, that's the thing. He wasn't kicking that leg. That was the leg that was set back and was looking stiff as shit for the entire fight. Yeah, his lead leg was getting fucked up, and then he had to switch, and then he started beating the broken leg.
Yeah,
and then he kept switching back, and he could. That's when he started limping around everywhere and looked like an injured gazelle.
It was
bad.
It was very bad for him that the first stat that they brought up about him in the fight was that nobody has come back from his injury. Connor hasn't fully come back yet. And he's
zoom in on the leg.
Yeah.
Shit.
That was
like Chris Weidman.
I couldn't believe they did. That was as the fight started. They zoomed in on his leg, and I was like, "What?" That was wild. Well, Chris, I can't say that we didn't see it coming, And again, it breaks my heart, man. Like I have no shame in admitting that when he beat Anderson Silva, like that man was my background on my phone screen for months afterwards. Like you will go down in history as the guy who knocked out Anderson Silva and then checked his leg kick to break his leg and then broke your leg. But that's no matter what, you will be a legend. But unfortunately, if you can't beat, that's the test. If you can't beat Brad Tavares, I'm sorry, you can't be in here. I'm sorry. Go try. If you want to keep trying, go to Bellator, go to PFL, go somewhere else and see what happens, which I don't want. I'm on Darnell page right now where I'm like, don't come back. Yeah.
Especially at PFL, because they will throw niggas to the wolves immediately. And we've seen it with almost every UFC person to go over there.
They're like, oh, you used to be UFC champ? Here's our top prospect.
Yeah, and it's just like, but why?
Now, a fight that I thought was going to end quickly, and I know you're going to think I'm talking Ian Gary. I'm not. Marlon Vera, Pedro Munoz. What an interesting fight. Here's the thing. Without them, without having to fully watch the fight back, I was able to look at some highlights, and even right after they made the decision, it was a close fight, I thought. And then I realized I just wasn't paying close enough attention to the fact that Marlon Vera made it look like he was getting hit when he fucking wasn't. And just piecing the shit out of Pedro Munoz. And then at the end of the fight, you see how Pedro Munoz look and you go, oh, yeah. Oh, shit. I guess he did win that fight pretty clearly. You fucking unanimous decision, Marlon Vera. What do you guys got to say?
Vera threw every one of his shots was a significant strike.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess they're counting both of them as that. But I don't know. He just threw better overall volume. So,
yeah. Yeah, he picked his shots much better. I like there's a replay where he's got his hands up and he just fucking whips a fucking strike in out of nowhere. Like he just slips 2 punches, throws in another punch after he's got his hands up in the air. He looked good. He looked real good.
I just don't like how slow he starts. And
definitely,
he relies a little bit. He just relies a little bit too much, like on the precision thing. Because that's honestly what's gotten him all his knockouts. It's him being patient and just kind of waiting for his opponent to fuck up. But it's like, and him being like this for so long, and like, I didn't notice it at first until someone brought it up. But it's like that fight with Sean is starting to look real fucking sus. Because it's like, absolutely, he leg kicked him, blew his leg out. He couldn't even stand on it.
Yeah,
you got the win. If Sean was taking leg kicks earlier, well, in the same fight he just had, like the same weekend, Saturday, where the fuck I'm high. Fuck off. But yeah, it's like he either is gonna check them now or he's getting out of the way. And it's like if they fight now, I don't see it being good for Cheeto at all.
No. I thought the same thing. Yeah, because here's the thing. How old is Marlon getting now? How old is he? I can't see.
Oh, no, he's fucking 30. That's what's crazy. He's been in the UFC since he was like 21 or something.
Man, because that's great. 30 isn't too old, but I mean, for how long you've been in, that's old. Damn. So the slow start makes sense with that. Reese doesn't like that because she's turning 30. No, but babe, he's been in the UFC since he's 21. Fucking cougar over here trying to go after this fresh 28-year-old over here. What's going on? What's up, boys? Okay, back to business. Shouts out to Damon Blackshear, who comes off the second twister ever in UFC history and then takes a fight against Mario. The third? What?
Yep.
Who got the second twister?
First one was Korean Zombie. And then we had the Arkansas boy. I can't remember his goddamn name.
Oh, that's right. Well, because he's a flat earther, so people don't really talk about him too much anymore. Bryce Mitchell.
Only been 3. Yeah, Bryce Mitchell. There we go. Yeah, there's only been 3, and he had the third one, which is, I think it was like a 10-year difference between the first 2.
Yeah.
And now this one, it's like maybe 3 or 4. Probably 3 or 4. So it's like, it's rare shit.
Yeah, I don't even fault him for this loss. I mean, that's like a week notice fight that he took. That's insane. I've never heard of that before. I guess what was it? 4-day notice Pat Cummings took DC on, I think, or was it somebody had a 4-day notice fight? I know that it was either Donald or Pat Cummings when he came into the UFC.
we want to be technical about quickest turnarounds. Not even turnarounds, but just picking up a fight because somebody dropped off or fucked up. Remember the whole shit with Hamza and not Connor, but Hamza, Kevin Holland,
Kevin Holland.
fucking who else got that whole card got fucked up because of him?
Uh,
Nate Diaz,
yeah, that's
Tony
right. Yeah,
Ferguson.
that was the quickest turnaround. You're right. That was.
So many people got fucked up because this asshole decided to not fucking cut another 8 pounds.
You know what's great about that? When
Good
you
job.
bring that up, sidebar about that fight is that nobody talks about how what you just said, how crazy that was because Nate beat Tony, and that's all anybody gave a shit about that night. Anybody was like, as long as Nate beats Tony, we're good.
Yeah, such a crazy fucking stupid 24 hours.
For sure. Neil Magny, Ian Machado, Gary. So here's the thing about this fight. Let's talk about it. Ian Machado Gary does, in fact, piece up Neil Magny. He does, in fact, take the unanimous decision. Everybody across the board, DC, Joe, Dana, Darnell, me, Ian, everybody. How you not going to finish this fight? How you not finishing the fight? What's happening? You know, you talk all this shit, you're big man. You have him on skates. You have him on one skate. And it's like, you can't finish the fight?
Yeah,
It's circumstantial. He didn't want to jump the gun.
Nah, it wasn't even that either.
No.
It wasn't that either. He's for one, he's a cunt. 2, he's a cunt. 3, he's a cunt.
All right, Butcher, calm down.
And then
Butcher.
what actually happened was, I guess, during one of the press conferences, not even a press conference, they do like the individual ones first.
Yep.
And I guess someone asked him about Ian. I don't know. It might have been about Ian. It might have been somebody else. But he's like, I'm used to handling like those high school whoopings. And he's like, as a father, like I'm used to whooping a kid's ass. And it's like, okay, whatever. He said he beats his kid's ass. Who cares? A lot of people do.
Sure.
Get over it. We're all fucked up.
Sure.
And then it shows.
Well, a lot of them aren't UFC fighters.
Yeah,
He's throwing leg kicks on his little kids and shit, spinning elbows.
but then it cuts to Ian like in a hotel or something, like rewatching him say that, and he's like, "Are you serious? Are you serious? High school ass whoopings?" And he's just like, "All right, that's basically what started him being a dickhead at the conference when they
Okay.
did do the group conference,
So-
and then him flicking him off, and then where he lost respect for me like a lot more was at the end of the third. The fight's done. There's Neil's on the fucking ground still,
Right.
like barely trying to get up, and he's like mushing him in the head and flicking him off at the same time. And I was like,
Yeah.
"Nigga, the fight over.
Yeah.
You didn't finish it. You dragged this out for no reason, and now you're doing this shit." Is like, nah, fuck you, bro. Kill
Yeah.
yourself, Darth alone.
All right.
I mean, if he just dragged it out to beat him up for the whole 3 rounds, then
So I want to clarify.
it's
Ian's
pretty punk rock.
Ian's the one who said he beats his kids like he
No, Neil.
Neil. Okay,
said
and
that.
Ian didn't like that. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, and Ian, that set him off for whatever fucking reason.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
It's yeah.
I guess, but still, what the fuck does that have to do with y'all fighting?
It sucks.
Almost.
It sucks to take away from a good fight, and I mean, like, I'm assuming did Neil have any leg injuries coming into this? Because I mean, damn, he beat the fuck out of that leg.
I don't think so. I think he just got them stick legs.
Yeah.
And this is probably the first time someone's leg kicked him. Because the first leg kick put him on his ass. It was like, what happened there, bro?
If Rick were a part of this podcast right now, he'd be saying the same thing. That he's been saying that for years. You attack Neil Magny's legs. If you attack John Jones' legs, you have a chance. You notice that? Nobody ever attacks John Jones' legs.
Somebody did. Well, no, they didn't attack his legs. They blocked one of his kicks and broke his fucking arm, which is funny.
Well, I was also gonna point out somebody did attack his legs and they won a fight against him. His name's Alexander Gustafsson when they fought the first time. And he did attack his legs. No, I don't want to do it too long. I just
Should have won.
Too bad. This was 15 years ago.
I'm just saying he attacked the legs, and it makes a point to say you attack the legs, you beat some of these guys who have them tiny legs. Now, to John Jones' credit, he don't got tiny legs no more. He's got big legs now.
No.
He's a big man.
Meaty clothes.
He's
a much bigger individual.
Yeah. I like the way Ian said it. He's a much bigger individual. Down to the top 2, the last 2 fights of the night. Amanda Lemos, Zhang Weili. no sketchy decision here. Zhang Weili put the bricks on Amanda Lemos, which I was surprised about. Not gonna lie, I was very shocked.
Yeah, I was. I'm not
It's an
gonna lie,
understatement.
Yeah,
I was in and out of consciousness for this fight. I'm not gonna lie. Like I was falling asleep, like not on purpose, but I was just that tired. But all I like, it was like watching a slideshow. Like I see them like meet up in the middle and everything.
Yep.
I blink. All I'm seeing is a fucking head toss into a fucking Kimura, not a Kimura, but a Darce. I was like, What's going on in this fight, man? This is crazy."
There's that one punch that they're highlighting right now that just like smack connected across. I think they got them WWE microphones now in there. That's really echoing shit. But I mean, she cracked Amanda. Amanda Lemos. I mean, yeah, I could have sworn. I mean, the whole fight was just all the way Zhang Weili. Same thing. I was passing out a little bit at this point too. I was getting very sleepy at this point, and but there's no arguing. Zhang Weili had her at every single standpoint, which brings me to a side conversation of that is like, what's next for Zhang Weili? Who knows? But I know I think Tatiana Suarez is in the same division, I believe, and
that's who they're gonna pick for sure.
Yeah, because Tatiana wanted. I was just watching an interview with her. She wanted Rose forever, and then I guess Rose now is going up. So Rose is up in division. She's fighting in Paris, up in a weight class, and now so Tatiana's just saying she wants top 5 or a title shot, and I'm like, that'd be the next person to pick if you wanted like a really interesting title fight. Otherwise, you got to give Tatiana somebody up in the top 3 so she can really prove that she can take on Zhang Weili, because at the end of the day, we don't talk about her enough. She's not talked enough about champion. She's not as exciting, although she does have some good knockouts. Zhang Weili is a problem for the division.
Well, you can thank China for that.
Yeah.
She lost that one time, and they were like, never again.
Or she, instead of fighting Tatiana, she could fight a fellow countryman, Jan. Jan's number 3.
I heard them talking about that. You're right.
Which it'd be like, okay, cool, we got some team killing going on. So
she's like, hey bud, no TK, let me win this one.
She's like, we're all on the same team.
We're all on the same team. Boys, let's just transition into the woo! Sean O'Malley, he finally does it. I said to Ian earlier in the night, I said, that clip, welcome to the Suga Show, will go down in history, and it now forever will. Now that if he wins the title, and he did, and new UFC Bantamweight champion, Suga Sean O'Malley, that clip right there, when he goes into the camera after knocking out somebody in the Contender Series, welcome to the Suga Show.
Salt. Look at that salt. Look at it. Just dripping off his head.
Early stoppage.
Just dripping off his forehead down into his beard right now, bro. The salt
It was early.
real.
He doesn't.
People agree with
He
me.
was excited too.
That boy had Nemo legs going. His legs were straight up going in one direction, couldn't grab Sean's arms or legs.
So,
and he just has the worst hammer fist raining down on him.
Yeah.
He's still actively moving.
He didn't stand a chance.
So was TJ. TJ was literally getting up and
early
got stopped.
stoppage. Yeah, exactly.
So,
and I said that the same. I said that the same thing.
So let me say
TJ to win that fight, but here we are. He has a busted shoulder and he does EPO. There we go.
There we go. That's it, and that's facts. Let me say this about the fight is that Aljo. What happened in the fight is I'm watching Darnell because it's looking real sus because he exactly what he said would happen in the fight is what happened. He said that they're gonna.
You know something?
Yeah, right. But I mean, it's just he does have good knowledge of this, and when in the sense that like Sean was moving around beautifully, very a la Dominic Cruz, but very brand new style, Sean O'Malley style. Feints were insane. He was moving around way too much. He was piecing up Aljo a little bit, and what did Aljo do? Put him down. Get him against the cage. Get him against the cage. His corner telling him to get him against the cage. His corner and Aljo knew, if we continue to stand with this kid, I'm getting knocked out. So he put him against the cage twice. He tried to get him down. It didn't work. What happens in the second round? Beautiful slip. Sean O'Malley clips him, And I mean, the most precise hammer fist and strikes to a downed opponent I've ever seen, right to the chin. I mean, and the thing is like he's still rolling. Sure, we could still say Aljo's still rolling around to give Sean O'Malley his back, and then Sean could have choked him out. He could have hammer fisted him some more. It would have been over. He was already on Dream Street.
I don't think he would have went down there on the ground with him, even with him hurt, fucked up.
Oh yeah, Sean would have just got back up. Yeah, Sean would have just stood back up and then knocked him down again. Yeah, he's a sniper.
Thomas Almeida all over again.
Yeah,
she's like, "No, get up, bitch.
Get up, get up." Fucking Edge, get up, get up. I mean, amazing. It just seems, especially with like, it's kind of sus with like. It's not the win isn't sus, but it's sus a little bit with like the fact that they're promoting that sweats, the sweet sweat with Suga. It's like, and there's
so
like,
you're saying this was planned?
If it was, thank you.
It's fake.
Shouts out Vince. Shouts out Invincible, whatever it's called. I would say still very legit, very very amazing, very cool for Sean, and also a very great call out Marlon Vera. Them saying that he just asked. He's like, hey, did Marlon win tonight? All right, well then let's see if we can make that happen. Then let's do that. Fuck yeah! Like I don't like that Aljo's saying he's not thinking about moving up now. He's like he's not too sure, and I'm like, bro.
No, I don't blame him. I don't blame him though.
Nah.
Even he admitted it. He was like, if he can catch me with that, what the fuck is Volk gonna do?
I do like that he said that's a good point.
He's gonna kill you.
Yeah. Volk will destroy you. You're right. You're right. But that's I mean, that's him trying to even think that if he goes up to 145, he'd immediately get Volk. He could I still think he should go up and start testing himself at 145. You don't want to just like be just because it doesn't matter. That's the same thing. What if
Leon Edwards?
That's 185. No.
Oh, that's fuck. That's top power.
Oh, that's 170.
I was looking at the wrong list.
Still.
Oh, him and Alexander are only an inch apart, so that'd be a fun fight still. He can make it up through the 45 rankings if he just relied solely on jiu-jitsu.
Just his jiu-jitsu.
Because we noticed if he's throwing a punch, he is lunging at your ass, and that's what Sean saw. He was like, damn, that's crazy.
All right, well, we still got a lot to talk about. Sean O'Malley, new UFC bantamweight champion. We've talked about his prospect, Marlon Vera, possibly whoever. It might be Aljo as a rematch. Who knows? We'll see.
No one's asking for it.
No one wants it, but we'll see what they do. I think everybody wants to see the Marlon Vera fight first, and then we'll go from there. Shouts out Sean O'Malley, the people's champ. He's living the life right now, too. I saw that video of him talking about, he's like, I was making out with some chicken there. Okay.
Oh, yeah. My dog's getting surgery. Does it look like I give a fuck about your dog? It's like, why would you bring that up?
He's like, I'm the bantamweight champion of the world. So
we ready to set them 4:45 a.m. alarm clocks this Saturday?
Is that when it is? Is that really when it is? Oh my
Prelims
god!
Start at 5 a.m.
That isn't. Where are they? Singapore.
Why though?
Because Korean Zombie.
It's probably gonna be his last fucking card, honestly. Even though the last fight should have been his last.
Let's talk about it. UFC Fight Night in Singapore. UFC Saturday.
There's something for you to look forward to.
What?
Alex is fighting. Alex Caceres, he's fighting.
Yeah, no, there's a lot to look forward to on this card. That's the problem. That's the problem, Darnell. Is that it's starting at 4 a.m. and it's starting at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Anthony Smith is fighting again
versus Ryan Spann. That's a gimme. That's a good retirement. Anthony Smith could easily knock out Ryan Spann or submit him, retire, done. And then you're telling me I gotta wake up at 5 a.m. to watch that? Come on, man. Come on. It's Saturday. Come on.
Yeah, bro. Time to clock in. Let's get this bread.
Let's talk about it. There are a lot of obviously Japanese, South Korean, Chinese. There's a ton of fighters I've never heard of. I'll bring up some fights that we definitely know that we're excited for, such as Junior Tafa versus Parker Porter. Not a holy shit, but that was supposed to happen before, or it got called early for an eye poke, right?
Nah, that's the funny part. That's a different Tafa.
Oh my god, yeah, I'm thinking of Justin Tafa.
They're
Holy
both in the
shit.
heavyweight, and they look exactly the fucking same.
Y'all got to do something
mustache.
different. You got to do something different about that.
No, they even if they both cut off mustaches, like they look they look like twins. It's kind of scary because it's like, who am I fighting? It's literally two niggas in here. What do you mean?
It's like Elon Musk and his Chinese doppelganger.
Oh, that's right. I'm going Parker Porter on this, although the Tafas are nothing to fuck with. But I don't know. I like Parker Porter's style, but although he is for lack of better terms, a porky heavyweight fighter, so can't trust it too much. But I will say that I trust his knockout power more than Junior Tafa's.
He also looks less, but is looks twice the size of this guy.
Yeah.
Oh, the guy's 6'3". That's why.
I think what's going to be an amazing fight: Aaron Blanchfield versus Talia Santos. That's going to be really fucking good. Number 3 versus number 4. Can't ask for a better ranking matchup than that. Can't ask for a better stylistic matchup than this. This is going to be beautiful. Don't know that it's going to be a banger per se, but it's going to be a very good fight for sure. Of course, Alex Caceres versus Giga Chikadze from another
Chad.
Giga Chad. Hell yeah. Another Georgian. I think Alex Caceres. I've never once heard of Giga Chad over here. I see he's off and on. Why?
Because Calvin Kattar beat the dog shit out of him last year.
Is that why? I was saying, see, that's his last loss.
I've been wondering where he's been. Just look up pictures of that, like, after that fight. That was a bad fucking fight. It was like that was a case of you're too tough for your own good, bro.
Damn.
Well, that's like his first loss in a while.
Well, here's the thing, and I'd hate to say this about that, if he's able to take a beating like that, Alex Caceres can't really put on a beating like that per se. So
he could get lucky.
He could get lucky.
Everybody has a puncher or a fighter's puncher kick away from just devastating somebody's entire body.
He knocked out Cub Swanson.
Yeah, but
old Cub Swanson.
Yeah. Let's talk about.
Was it old? Well, yeah, it was 2 years ago.
Yeah, I was gonna say 2 years ago, 1 year ago. It's still old Cub Swanson. Let's talk about Ian's favorite light heavyweight coming back, Anthony Smith. As always, we want to see Anthony Smith win. You're too good of a guy to make us see you lose like this, you know?
He can't even beat a crackhead up in his house. What do you mean?
That's mean. That's mean, Darnell.
It's absolutely mean. I admit it's mean, but it's
the truth. But it's the fact. It's the fact.
I thought he did beat him up.
Put him down. No, he beat him up. He couldn't knock him out. Like, that's what he said. He's like, I just kept hitting him with everything, and he just wasn't falling. It was like, damn.
It's like crackheads who get shot 3 times and they keep walking towards police officers. Let's get real here.
Yeah.
Exactly. You couldn't do it. You're a fighter. You have bombs in your hands.
It's a bullet.
Bullets don't mean shit if you don't believe in them.
And crackheads don't believe in them.
And that crackhead was like, I don't believe you just fucking elbowed me 13 times in the face.
He's like, I don't believe in MMA. I don't believe in it.
He's like, that stuff doesn't work. I'm still getting up.
I didn't hear no bell.
Ryan Spann, this would mean everything in him to the world to win this fight against Anthony Smith. This would be a huge win for him if he can do this. But I don't see Anthony Smith trying to. I mean, they call him Lionheart for a reason, motherfucker. He's gonna go out on his shield, and Ryan Spann don't have the balls to take on Anthony Smith deep into the rounds. I don't think so.
Oh, they fought before already.
And
Anthony won by sub, but it was just like, why would they run this fight back?
That is a good question. Because he wants a win. Because he wants a win. He was looking for a fight. They said, what about Ryan Spann? You fought him once before. Ryan Spann probably wanted vengeance, and he was like, sure. Because ranking-wise, that makes sense for Ryan Spann. It makes no sense for Anthony Smith, which would very much kind of allude to it being his last fight.
Unless he wins.
I mean, well, then it'd be a great way to go out.
Because who's I don't even. I'm not even gonna look at who's a light heavyweight. Just get out.
Just get out. And then of course Max Holloway, Chen Sung-jun, the Korean Zombie. First, I mean, no better pick for Korean Zombie's last fight. Max Holloway's 100% the indefinite number one in the featherweight. He's always going to be number one until he retires. And I don't think that Korean Zombie's. I wouldn't say stand a chance. It sounds mean to say, but like, if you're going to stand and bang with Max Holloway, you got to be like next level good. And Korean Zombie's way past that. Like, there's no way he spars like Max does. There's no way he trains like Max does. No. There's no way he's on that. He's never been on that level. Like Korean Zombie's always been a really a deadly striker, no doubt. But I mean, Max Holloway style boxing, Max Holloway style striking, Max Holloway style stand and bang, Korean Zombie. I don't think so. You got put out by an elbow last minute by Yair Rodriguez. I don't think you stand a chance.
They were both on death's door.
That's true, but still. I like that. I like it. It's great. I'm going Max Holloway. What about you guys?
Max.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably going to be Max.
Yeah.
Unless Korean Zombie just says, you know what? I brought the twister in this bitch.
I'm bringing it. Yeah.
He just does another one.
If it goes to decision, it's definitely going to be Max. Other than that, it's like one of them's going to have to knock one of each other out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all. That's the only way.
Again, let's not
going to come out.
Also, via the regular knockdown to submission. You know what I mean? So it's like one of them's going to have to do that. Wrap around, take the neck, or something like that.
I just don't see them doing that.
It's also about which Max is going to come
Zombie.
to. I think it's honestly going to be up to Max to judge the fight because which Max is going to come that night? Is it going to be Max who wants to have a long, drawn-out boxing fight and let Korean Zombie see if he can test himself against Korean Zombie? Is it going to be Max who wants to put him away early with a KO or submission? Is it going to be Max who's messing around too much and playing? I don't know.
He's going to stand and bang and proclaim that he's the best striker and
I'm
UFC?
the best. Yeah, I'm the best boxer in UFC. All right. Cool. UFC Singapore. Hopefully you guys are up to watch it. We're going to try to be up as well, but you'll hear us talk about it next week. Let's talk about some MMA news before we get into our fight street shenanigans. First things first, Ian, I just sent you a video of a fight that happened in, it looks like Turkey, where a fighter decided while he was in the Octagon that he didn't want to do the fight anymore, like once he got in. And I have never seen this before happen in UFC. I'm sure maybe, again, MMA is all over the world at amateur levels and everything. Maybe in some amateur fight, but when you'll want because this is about like a 219 video, you'll be able to skip through it a little bit. But go ahead and play it. Lower the volume a little bit. You go ahead and play it. This is perfect where you have it at.
They die by firing squad if they pulled some shit like this in the UFC.
Right? It's like reverse.
Danny's like, I'm going to give you the money to show, but you're never going to show again.
Yeah, it's very, very funny. So you can see right here, he was arguing with his coach, like one of his coaches in the back there. He's like yelling. There's a coach running back and forth. He's yelling at that coach. So then, yeah, that guy right there. Yeah,
his coach is like leaving.
So I read some comments and I read some stuff about this, some context. This guy was saying that before this fight, he didn't want to do it. And like leading into the arena, like he was saying, he doesn't want to do this. He doesn't want to do the fight. And,
yeah, Jesus Christ!
Like, and
I wouldn't fight this guy either. Look at him.
He's going up to the guy. He's like, look, man. I told him I don't want to fight you. I swear I'm cool. Ah, don't hit me.
He's like, you're telling me that he weighs the same as me? Look at him.
He got into the Octagon and he was like, what the shit? No. Throwing towel, throwing mouthpiece. Yeah, and then his corner made him go into this fight anyway. What if this? It's like this guy has like 236 fights. That's one of them guys that Darnell talks about from Thailand. He's got like 772 fights under his belt. He's been fighting since he was 3 years old.
Bro,
yeah,
definitely needs to find a new gym.
Oh, so he's just submitting.
He owed some niggas money. He had to have owed some niggas money.
So look, he's still arguing. They're about to just call the fight. This fucking Asian guy wants to knock him out so bad. Okay, so they're gonna let him. They tried to make him fight anyway. See, look, yeah, and he just took his mouthpiece out.
Bro, he owed some people money, bro.
Yeah,
and even the ref knew he had. There's no way your fucking own team forces you into this fight, makes you dress up, makes you hand wraps, walk all the way there, get in the ring, tell the ref, nah, nigga, I'm out. and it's still no. You're gonna fight.
This was very interesting. Look at that. Look, he's mad at
Bro, he owed someone money, bro. He's gonna owe more people money now.
He wanted to talk on the mic, and the announcer was like, "Nah, no, absolutely not." Yeah, that I'm sure we're gonna see a report about that man soon in the future.
Bro owed somebody money for sure.
Like they shot promos and everything in the background.
Insane.
He owed somebody money.
I'm sure there's gonna be more deeper context coming out, most likely about owing people money. But yeah, as far as anybody sees, all people can say is that for a fact he was saying backstage he didn't want this fight, and his coach just made him go out anyway. Crazy, right?
That's wild.
Wow.
I gotta kill all of y'all. Like y'all put my life in danger, even though I put my own life in danger by owing people money.
One last piece of news was one last fight announcement before we move on to the streets and niggas. I forgot to bring this up. A banger alert. Female banger alert for UFC 295. Jessica Andrade versus Mackenzie Dern slated. That's going to be.
Oh, shit.
He's not single anymore.
Damn it.
Dude.
Sorry.
Mackenzie's not single. Jessica's like on a 4-loss win streak. She's going down.
Hell yeah.
It's gonna be sad.
Yeah. Wait, who's going down? You talking about Jessica Andrade, right? Or you saying?
Yeah, bro. She's retiring.
Yeah. Yeah, I
She's
think
gonna have to retire and live on that OnlyFans money.
This is wait. Jessica Andrade has an
Shouldn't
OnlyFans?
have said that.
Yeah,
Joe's
bro,
about to go broke. Darnell, God.
She made one during the pandemic.
Oh, well, she probably don't do it now.
That random. Oh no, it's still up. I'm pretty sure she still has it like in her bio, like the link to it. And it's just like a lot of fighters did, which was funny.
I would not expect that from Jessica Andrade. Hot. But no, that's that. Yeah, just do that instead. Fuck it. I hope she loses to Mackenzie Dern.
Damn.
Maybe it'll lower the price of that OnlyFans.
Yeah, right. Shit. I don't want to see her win. Then there's gonna be less content. All right. Let's move on.
Yeah, okay.
We like to have fun around here. Let's move on to some street shenanigans. That's right, fam. It's time for another segment of Street Shenanigans with you boys, where we break down the craziness, bullshit, and Octagon control from the streets around you, where we break down street fights at restaurants, fast food places, down the street, anywhere around the world, and we let you know breakdowns and opinions on what happened, what should have happened, what should not have happened, and to kind of let you guys know something to keep yourself safe, and kind of give you a view of people who watch fights, who have trained in fighting, and you can get a better thought of what is going on in these situations. The most important thing that we need to let you know about this, though.
YouTube. They're all right. They're all right, YouTube.
Yes.
They are kawaii, YouTube.
Everybody's fine. We've done the research. We've looked them up. They're all fine. This is strictly for educational purposes. Okay, we have somewhat of a theme going on for these fights, and I'll work you guys through it. But as our first fight here, it's Wendy's.
Real, it's fresh, and it's Wendy's.
Let's see what these crazy bitches are going up to. First of all, Black Wendy's in there causing a problem. Look, she's got the yellow on. She's got the red hair, and she's about to start some issues with some people behind the counter. Good tie clinch.
Right hands all day.
Pause it real quick. Something that women are really good at street fights that I'll give them is that if they can get to it, they're really good at that clinch. They're really good at dirty boxing. Pop, 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 pop. I like it. Keep going. It's all about who's gonna fall first, and then it turns into who has the hair. All right, ladies, we don't need the extra. This guy who's having a great time, by the way. Thank you.
I can't lower the volume.
You can just mute it. It's
the only reason he's getting involved is because he knows damn well they about to be short a person.
You're right. We got to see that again too. So I know it's a really got. So look at that. I like the approach. I like the fair approach. She didn't swing behind the counter. She let her know like, hey, I'm coming at you. Let's do it. 1v1. She Max Holloway'd her. She said, right here.
She said, I am the greatest boxer at Wendy's.
I'm the greatest boxer in all the Wendy's. So now the fight starts getting broken. This is what I'm talking about. So it turns into hair pulls, right? So her friends are saying, let go of my friend's hair. Let go of her hair. To be fair, hold on, here it comes.
Wendy's dude. I don't get paid enough for this shit.
Bam! Woo!
Oh, that was from her fucking friend, too.
Yeah, because to be fair, the red hair bitch.
They to jump her.
They let, but here's the thing. It was a 1v1 fight.
A cheap shot.
It was a cheap shot, but at the end of it was going to get broken up. Red hair let go of Wendy's hair. They let go of her hair already. But Wendy's worker held onto the hair. That's cheap shit. That's dirty shit. Her friends are letting her know. She gave her 7 warnings. She said, let go of her hair. Let go of her hair. Let go of my girl's hair. Let go of my friend. And then pop. And then she said, I said let go of her fucking hair. If somebody was grabbing my hair in a fight and I was beating their ass and then they grabbed my hair and Ian was right there and he didn't hit them, I'd be pissed as fuck at Ian. I'd be like, you just gonna let him rip my hair out? What the fuck? And Ian's like, welcome to my
you were
world.
gonna pull guard. I'm sorry, I don't have that weakness.
Yeah.
Actually, wait. Let go of his beard. Let go of his beard.
Yeah. See, there you go. Not cool. So I think very justified. And there's the lesson to learn here as a woman fighting. Let go of the fucking hair. Be fair. Stop ripping each other's hair out in a fight. That's crazy. You guys are crazy for that.
It's women shit.
I know all rules go out the window at Wendy's. I know, but you know. All right.
That
was a good punch. That was a good straight.
It's like how fast it was. It was like a praying mantis. It was like, boom.
It's like a cat doing a skibbity pat. Boom. All right, let's go see the next one. Well, would you look at that? We're back at Wendy's again. Here we are, outside of Wendy's.
Niggas on break.
Yeah, imagine that.
And this time it's not customer versus employee. It's employee versus employee.
We don't have any context. Let's set it up right here because I think this is customer versus employee. Yeah, it's a customer. Yeah.
Is it? I thought they looked like they both worked there.
He could have a jacket on over his shit. Oh no, skates.
And he started it too.
Customer's always right.
Customer's always right.
The price is wrong, bitch. See, this is what happens when you don't order your Biggie bag the right way.
They come out and fight you.
That's right. This is what happens when you order a cheesy cheddar burger and they don't know what it is. They like, you know what? Meet me outside, fam. Square up outside. You cheesy cheddar burger ass. What a good punch. What a good stance. Just a battle of the feints, really. Yeah. And that man gets to go back to his job off his break victorious. I'm going to guarantee that there was a problem afterwards, but, you know.
No,
someone called the police.
No, it's recorded. Ain't nobody finna say shit. That's all right.
Oh, yeah, the guy in the blue jacket started it.
Bam. I mean,
it.
My man thought he was Anderson Silva and got played. All right, you can drop this. So before we move on to our next fight, I wanted to make a point to say that I really wanted to get full Wendy's fights. So I was looking hard for Wendy's fights. And let me tell you what I've learned about Wendy's fights, that if you look them up online. The majority of Wendy's fights are brawls. Apparently a lot of brawls happen at Wendy's. And
Waffle House?
Right? And a lot of women fights. Lots of women go to Wendy's and fight, apparently. It was insane. I mean, if you guys don't trust me right now, take a pause from this video, and you guys later on in your night, look up Wendy's fights, and you will see maybe you might find this guy, and you'll find the one I sent you, which is a woman fight. And then everything else is women fighting at Wendy's. Wendy's, I don't know what you got going on in there in the food that making women go fucking crazy and families want to fight each other. You need to chill the hell out with them square burgers. you gotta chill the fuck out.
What are you putting them square burgers to make everybody so violent?
Bunch of bitches in there thinking that they're catching their man cheating on them with some chick named Wendy, and they're in there causing problems.
Who's Wendy?
I'm going down there and I'm gonna cause a scene. You ain't gonna tell me who the bitch is. I'm gonna go down there and start fighting bitches until I find out which one of them is Wendy.
You better tell Dave. I'm gonna give him a double.
You brought Dave into it. You leave Dave out of this.
That's Dave's doubles.
I'm a Dave single man myself. We're back at the one place that you don't want to be fighting at, the gym. the one place that you would think a fair fight might happen, also a crazy fight because there's heavy weights around.
No, what do you mean? There's weapons everywhere.
Well, you think a fair fight in the sense that dudes are getting swole. Everybody's on the same weight limit here. We're all on the same path of getting big, you know? Well, let's see what happens.
It's not going to make it fair.
Just a natural day at the gym? Oh, shit. You got to imagine all these start with, like, a machine thing. Like, get off the machine or something.
Yeah. Well, it's also the thing, like, you're going to hit your head on one of these various bars of metal. Like,
yeah, guys, don't fight at the gym. Literally, this is one of the situations. Seriously, take it outside. It is craasy. I mean, well, these guys
really pulled his jacket off to give up an advantage.
Yeah.
Because as soon as his jacket came off,
him.
bro with the gray tank top immediately started losing the fight because
how are they?
getting grabbed.
They both have been
Nice toss.
This has been a banger. I mean, I'd pay money to see these guys fight again. Wow. Oh, now he's got the mount.
Hammer fist.
Look at that. They both have had advantage. He's pushing him off.
He was straight up choking him.
Yeah. Well, and then he lost advantage of that because he put too much weight forward. That's a good lesson right there. If you're going to try to choke somebody when you're at the top, you're going to put too much weight forward. You got to be ready for the fact that they're going to buck you over them. That's
Whoever
instinct.
The person is now a bitch.
Yes, 100%. Okay, he's got the standing. He's no. Wow, switched up to it. Wow, these guys both have been in a lot of fights in their life.
He's looking for help.
The guy going for the takedown. Oh no, guy.
The gray, because he started looking around.
He definitely is like, is anybody gonna stop this? Which is true. Are none of y'all gonna break in?
Fuck no. We're in the gym. Last thing I need is to get fucking punched into some dumb shit.
They're all like, I don't want to get my membership.
Everybody else then.
Did he grab his jacket before he left?
Bro.
No, he probably left that shit there. Yeah, he left that shit there.
He's gone.
He's like, you know what? Fuck it. Walking down the street shirtless. He's gonna walk down. Oh no, he did grab his jacket. You're right. I see it in his hand. He's just gonna throw that over his shoulder though. Let's be real.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Like it just escalates so quickly. Like
yeah, it seems like a simple talk. Boom, boom,
he
boom.
also started it. The guy in the black jacket threw the first punch.
Yep. These guys. Oh shit! Some fights. Oh shit! It's always boring here at Gold's.
I don't think anybody in Gold's gym could throw a punch, bro. Their muscles are too fucking big.
Yeah. Their muscle will hit their face before they make contact with you. I'll get you. Damn. What a crazy back and forth. These guys are, for two dudes at the gym, they're good. For two random dudes at the gym.
They've watched a lot of UFC.
For sure. They've beat up some
guy in the bottom. Like, you shouldn't be throwing strikes at the bottom.
These guys,
especially in this situation.
Yeah, these guys have beat up some dorks in their history.
Well, that's the thing. They both look like they're like amateur gym bros, I should say, because like they're not like super swole, especially the guy without a shirt on. Like they just go to the gym type deal.
Yeah,
is what it looks like.
All right, and this is the end right here up against the takedown. He puts him up against the cage and he just rides out the round. 10-9. We're gonna give it to the gray sweatshirt. You can go ahead and pull it down. Oh, wow. I did not expect that to be such a banger. I'm going to be honest with you. Boys, as always, so much fun. And guys, everybody out there, Throwing Hands fans, Throwing Hands past buyers, we appreciate you and we hope you've had fun. Please let us know down in the comments down below what you want to see us talk about, what you want to hear from us, what you think about what we've been talking about. And please hit that like button, subscribe. It's fucking free. Share us out to people who like MMA and WWE and all kinds of combat sports. We talk about it all every week, every other week. It all changes. And please follow us on our social media, SuperSour JIR, where you can see all of our clips. You can see our day-to-day life. You can see all kinds of things from everywhere from TikTok, Facebook, X, which was Twitter, and Instagram, all that stuff. And follow us on Twitch, twitch.tv/SuperSourGames, where we're still pushing more for more followers. Please come by, hit that follow button, enjoy the free stuff we give you there, and we're building that community up heavily. Please go follow Darnell on his social media, Snuggy Blanks. That's BLXNKZ_. And please see his go follow him on TikTok mostly, where you can see his Destiny clips. I like that new one you just posted. That shit was funny. You and your was that you and your boys dancing?
Nah, bro, that was just two random people in the fucking
Shut
tower,
the
bro.
fuck up. That's funny.
That's why I captioned it. This is why I love Destiny, like, because there are a bunch of group emotes like that, and sometimes people just sit in the tower just with them on, and then you just join in, and then they like do whatever the fuck.
That's what we
I
used.
only threw that up because I was like, fuck, I'm bored, and I know I haven't fucking made anything in like maybe a month and some change. So I was like, I know this is a throwaway. Fuck
Yeah.
it.
Well, it was a good throwaway. I'll tell you that much. It was nice. And also go follow Darnell on Twitch. He's not on very often, but encourage him. Go to his TikTok. Tell him to get on twitch.tv/SnuggyBlinks as well. SnuggyBlinks _ of course. And thank you guys. Thank you. It's been so much fun. We'll see you guys next week. Until then, peace.
Vocal percussion on a whole nother level, coming from my mind. Vocal percussion on a whole nother level, coming from my mind.